Hey! Hey everyone! Daimien Kamiya here, Omni King. And so today is more of a filler game day. I probably might get back to this game and probably might play it for maybe a couple more weeks or so. The game's called One Finger Death Punch. It's basically a stick figure fighting game with 2 buttons. That's it. It's really simple. It's really actually pretty great, which is funny because it was made by a company called Silver Dollar Games, who are notoriously well known for making really bad, cheap Xbox Live Arcade games back in the day. Oh, come on, model. There we go. Thank you. So yeah, so we're gonna play this. Like I said, we're not gonna beat it, obviously. It's a pretty long game. And I'll probably come back to it maybe in another day. It's a game that doesn't really have a story, so I can just come and do the levels on a day where I want something different. So let's just switch over to the game. Hope the audio is not too loud. I have no one in chat to tell me otherwise, so. And just as the audio quieted, there we go. I had it about there originally. Let's hope that's not too loud. You know what? I'm gonna check. One sec. Okay, it's good. I just loaded up the stream quickly just to double check the audio levels. Alright, so we're just going to click play. We're going to do levels. Student. And it crashed. Of course, because I didn't have my scepter out. There we go. Take 2. I don't know. I was playing in full screen. I'm not going to play full screen this time. It shouldn't really affect the, Oh. So it does. There we go. Alright. Take 2. Click play to enter the stage. So the first level is really going to talk about tutorial stuff. Oh, hey, Red. Sequel, maybe. I've never actually beaten this one yet. But this, this game has enough to it. But yeah, this is a One Finger Death Punch. It's a 2-button stick figure fighting game. Just got it up and running because it crashed earlier. So the first level is going to be a tutorial here.
Round 1. You cannot move in this game. Wait for enemies to enter the zone. The enemy has entered the zone. Notice how the gray enemies take one. Press the left mouse. Wait for enemies to approach you. Fight using only the left and right mouse buttons.
I did also
click the green button to advance to the
well, it's really one thing. You could use one finger for both buttons, but it's also a stick figure who only has technically one finger, their hand, or so you could interpret it different ways. Like, I'm using mouse, so I need 2 buttons, but I could also use keyboard, which could use 1, but it's just more efficient to run 2.
Press the left or right mouse buttons when enemies enter your zone. You will see the left or right zones light up when you are able to attack. Remember, your cursor can be anywhere on the screen. Missing leaves you open to enemy attacks. Try not to miss.
I do have exercise rules for this, by the way, but I'm not gonna exercise before Christmas just to give myself a little bit of rest.
This number is your overall mastery. Keep playing to increase this score.
Alright, so this one I think is just, yeah, it's just a mob round. So this is just the standard level.
This is how many men you need to kill. This is your life.
That was the first enemy, so that attack was completely unnecessary. Picked up a weapon, which gives me a little bit of extended range. Throwing weapon.
Press the left or right mouse button to throw. You grab throwing weapons of enemies that carry them.
Sweet, got a perfect.
You are rewarded with a medal if you miss less than 10 times.
Another mob round. Yeah, and as we succeed in a level, it'll actually increase an overall speed multiplier. So the levels will get faster to make it harder.
Press the left and right mouse buttons in the combat zone. Buttons move slowly in this zone. Some brawlers require you to press the left and the right mouse buttons. Once you engage a brawler, you must defeat him before fighting other enemies. Platinum medal awarded.
Yay. Doing pretty well so far. I haven't gotten hit yet. This will probably be where I get hit, since I've said it now.
Below them.
Oh, what? He was in the zone. Don't kid me on that one. Oh, come on.
Gold medal awarded.
Yeah, we're doing that again.
This level. Would you like to replay mob round?
And if I recall, the levels are always exactly identical. So you can just kind of memorize the level. I missed. I mashed. Did it again. What? Look, I at least want to get to that saber one with perfect victories. There we go. Perfect.
Platinum medal awarded.
Next up.
Light sword round. Fury mode. Destroy your enemies by pressing the left or right mouse buttons.
Oh, come on. I was doing so well.
Light sword round.
Sorry if I don't speak too much playing this because I'm trying to focus.
Take your time. Fight him slowly. Look at the left and right mouse buttons moving down the screen. Perfect.
Perfect.
Platinum medal awarded. Round. Blue enemies
You can bleed.
dodge your attacks. The enemy's hits are indicated below them.
Oh, come on. So these,
Round.
these will unlock stuff for me. Oh god. So good. This is such a simple game, but it's so much fun. Oh, come on! It's such a simple game, but it's so much fun. What? Yay! Hey, Molotov! My scepter makes an appearance. Your wrench makes an appearance. We're all showing things off today. I figured I need my fighting tool though. Oh god. Look in chat. I don't know if you can see it on yours, but oh, what's the wrench? Sorry. Oh, it's a moderator. There's sadly there's no VIP status with YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, so I gave you and eBay both moderator status.
Every dagger comes with all skills are automatically activated. You just beat this level. Would you like to replay it? If not, move to the next mob round.
I figured it would also help to identify you guys. Like, that's what I said. There's no VIP status. Let me actually, I just realized something. Still turn that down a little bit more. Yeah. I mostly did it though so I could identify you guys since there's no VIP, but because I have to make you a mod, obviously it means I'm gonna have to trust you. Which, you know, you've given me no reason not to, but it's like with Twitch, at the very least, the difference between VIP and mod is that you know, VIP it just stands out, but mod has powers. So it's like I can't just make anyone a mod, because obviously I'd need to ensure that they were trustworthy enough to... Because that actually happened in a VTuber's channel once. A mod tried to ban a troll, and instead accidentally moderated them. And then they just started banning random people in the chat.
Every bow comes with 2 additional arrows. Boss round. This boss switches between green and the blue. The enemy's hits are indicated below them.
That was close.
Platinum medal awarded.
Yeah, I know that. I'm fine with being mod. Like, while I don't have experience being a mod, I can say I'm fine with it because I'm a lurker. So I generally don't chat but I watch. You know, I listen. So, you know, I'm there. But I think that makes, you know, to some people that wouldn't know me, that would make me more dangerous because they might not even realize a mod is watching. Right?
Right mouse buttons to shoot ball into enemies. It will kill any enemy in one hit. Juggle the ball back.
Oh, we're backing out of that. I want to do something really quick too. Right, sorry about that. It's a really fun game. Oh, come on. It's a really fun game, Molotov. It's actually funny though because this was made by a company called Silver Dollar Games, who is notorious for making really bad and cheap Xbox Live Arcade games. But they, you know, I guess, you know what they say, a broken clock's right twice a day. So sorry if it sounds like I'm yelling. No matter what I do, I can't seem to bring the volume down on this thing. I have it on 10% on Windows, and it's still absurdly loud. How's the audio sound on your end, Molotov? Okay, just making sure. Oh, like, that's the sad part about OBS is that you can't really hear your own audio. Oh, yes. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, well, I actually have, you know, the game audio turned on this time, so that might also help. Oh god. Oh, I'm so stupid. You know, like half the time you just get in a trance with this game. Like that's why I'm also not talking. Right? Like I'm just in a trance. I just get locked into this, okay, red blue, you know, like, and I just start trying to click, and some of them get really tough because so the mechanic on this in this game is that every time you succeed, Molotov, it increases a default speed modifier. So it makes the game basically have a new, faster speed. That will also drop as you lose, so the game kind of has a balancing feature. If it's too easy for you, it'll slowly get harder, and if it starts to become too hard, it'll actually start to get easier for you. But the decrease only happens upon actual loss, not leaving a level.
For you to pick up.
Try that again. I don't necessarily care if I do perfect them all, but I just have fun trying to aim for the perfect. Oh. Oh. It is starting to get really fast at some points. Makes it really hard to actually keep up with things. Nah. So I hope you enjoyed the little snippet of story I gave you, Molotov, about the Traveler. That's why I kind of pushed for it with her. Like, not to make you pick the Traveler, but I knew there would be similarities between the characters, between you and the character. Except for probably the crime and the murder. I imagine that I don't think that much resonates with you. Hopefully not. Nor probably the high-speed running and high heels. I've not heard of a woman capable of doing that. But, you know, if you have, congratulations. But the interesting thing is how she, like, you might think it's like, how can she possibly run at, like, the speed of light in high heels? Well, it's because her power isn't speed, it's motion. Right? So motion is so many things. And motion can also really come down to stability. How can something break if the motions of like fracturing can't occur? How can the heel snap off if the heel isn't allowed to separate from the shoe? Right? And not only that, but because she has such control over her own motion, she always knows how her feet will land, how her, you know, so she basically can run like perfectly in high heels. And, you know, that's if she wants to run. Technically, being in control of motion means she can also fly. She's actually not a scientist. Her mother was the scientist. Not to say that she's stupid, but her mother was the scientist. I've given up on trying to perfect this.
Gold medal awarded.
Well, that's the thing, though. She doesn't really need gadgets. She has a gun. That's all she needs. No. No. Her birth mother was a scientist that died in an accident that basically gave her the powers. Her birth father got depressed, married someone else, ended up getting, oh, did I? Oh, there we go. For some reason I had my surprise on. Ended up getting, like married to that, you know, to someone else who then treated her like crap, forced her to run away, and the person that adopted her off the streets was the crime boss. So her adoptive father and her birth parents are completely separate people. They don't even know each other. Pretty much, yeah. They don't even know each other at all. So and they never meet. Like when she runs away, they have, or you know, her father had no idea where she went at all. But yeah, she doesn't need gadgets. She has a gun. But the thing is, because of how motion powers work, not only can she control where the bullet goes, but she can also influx time on the gun, meaning it never needs to be reloaded because it's technically never firing a bullet. Because she fires the bullet, but also rewinds time on the bullet, so the bullet never leaves the chamber. And then she can do that indefinitely and fire like 150 shots a second out of like a handgun. And none of them have to go straight. She can convert, she can like change the direction of bullets. And then if you're familiar with Gambit from X-Men, he has a power where he can basically charge the kinetic energy of objects. And the Traveler can also do that. She can charge the kinetic energy of stuff, which basically can turn them into high volatile explosives. Yeah. And then also factor in, and this is in DC, a punch that is dealt with by someone moving at the speed of light is the equivalency of getting hit by a white dwarf star. Just to give you an idea of how hard she can punch. And that only encounters the things she can do to you, right? Directly. But like I said, she controls motion. This was a concept that entirely originated because I like the idea of someone puppeteering your body, right? So like, she can literally just say, no, I'm not allowing you to move. And you're just stuck. You can't move. It's basically like, you know, like in certain like mafia movies or whatever, people get tied to a chair. She doesn't need to tie you to a chair. You're just sitting in the chair and can't leave it. I consider, like, despite her demeanor and being kind of, you know, villainous per se, I consider her one of the strongest knights just because of the overwhelming influence that motion actually has on things. Like, people talk about, oh, a speedster, but what about motion? You know, like, what about the power of just motion itself? I wanted to kind of try and also be unique, too. No, she doesn't. And when you factor in things like after images and stuff, and her time fluxing and stuff, she basically is a literal crew. She can be in multiple places at once, almost. All right, let's get to the next level here. Nunchaku round. I only got one. I got hit once. But because of the threat level she technically holds through her power, that is why I wanted to make her the most unassuming character. I wanted her to be this like really cutesy fashionista girl. Turning down the volume again. Thank God I am not wearing bulky headphones. Otherwise I'd be screaming my head off like just through like sheer volume level. I got a very particular brand of headphones that sit in front of the ear, and they predominantly use vibrations to allow you to hear things. So they don't actually cover the ear, so I don't end up becoming absurdly loud because my ears are covered. I naturally have a loud voice, so I didn't want to like disturb my roommate or something when he's like trying to sleep or something. She doesn't need a crew of thugs. Yeah. She doesn't need a crew of thugs, but she does have a crew. Like she does become like a true crime boss. Like she like this, like it's weird. It's kind of like me. Like she has all this power and probably doesn't even use 10% of it, but she's capable of it. Yeah. She's capable of that kind of thing. And the thing is, the people around her know she is as well, which is why she's generally incredibly feared. Oh, oh yeah. I was gonna say I really wish that that stuff kind of happened more than it does, and then it happens multiple times in a row. Oh, whoops. Oh well. Maybe I can do it without getting hit 4 times now. Never mind. Leveled the there we go. Speed dropped because of my loss. It dropped quite a bit too. Oh come on, they were like on top of each other. I was screwed either way. There we go.
Gold medal awarded.
Yeah, you can add me on Steam, but I don't have Xbox. Like, I have an Xbox, but it's a personal account, and I don't actually own a functioning Xbox right now to make one for this guy. I also don't have a capture card either, so I can't stream with it. I wouldn't be able to stream with it either. But yeah, you can add me on Steam, no problem. And even Discord, like, just DM me that stuff on Twitter, and I can add it after the stream. I already spent enough money. I didn't need a capture card when I already have 700 games on Steam. And I'm already going to be playing through several of my favorites, which are games that are already going to probably take me at least like 100 hours or so to beat. Oh, I'm getting sloppy now. Come on.
Victory. Silver medal awarded.
Like, I had a 360, but it's about as useful as a brick now. And I don't even know what happened, just like from not playing it, I guess. Just from lack of play, the thing got collected so much dust that it just bricked itself. I will tell you though, Molotov, because I know you're big on achievements. So I was actually looking up earlier what potential cross-platform games that we could play that cross between Xbox and PC, so you could get achievements and I wouldn't require a console to play with you. There's only a small handful as of the moment, but you know, and some of them are like MMO style games, but I'm sure we could find something.
This number shows you the current speed of your enemies. When you perform well, it increases. When you fail, it decreases. But it will never go lower than 100%. Enemy base speed will increase throughout the game, making future stages more difficult.
There we go.
Gold medal awarded. Beat enemies into objects to break them. Break the total of smash round.
Oh, Knock punched his heart out.
Stage reset.
Oops. Yeah, we can look into some stuff. There's also certain games that we can do like almost remote play, and there's like Steam Remote Play where you're basically just like a controller connected to my PC. And there's also a program called Parsec, which is almost similar to the same thing, where it's like a screen share that you can connect controllers to from another computer, like anywhere else. And like me and my friend tried it with like crosscode. I had it loaded on my computer, but she was playing the game with her controller from Texas. So it does work. It's a little finicky to figure out some of the controller setups, though. But I was just trying to think of like I know we could really play any game, but I wouldn't mind being able to help you out with some like achievement related stuff. Yeah, it can be pretty cool. People use it for things like Jackbox as well. Parsec actually holds like public rooms too. So like if you want to just play Jackbox, you could go to like load up Parsec and just create a public Jackbox room, and random people can just join. And you can just have a fun time. I will say that, you know, while I'm not against emulation, I do want to try to prefer not to emulate. I don't consider that emulation, though, but, like, you know, unless I absolutely have no choice, I'd really rather not play a game on an emulator. I'm trying, like, I'm not a part of a company like Nijisaji or Hololive. But I do want to try and maintain some form of professionalism with my channel. And if one of the things is to not emulate, then I want to do that. Which sucks, because there's a lot of DS games I would really like to play. And the only other way to play them is to modify the hardware, which Nintendo also isn't particularly happy with. So it's kind of a lose-lose, really. Oh, what? Thought I killed him. But we can figure out all the tech things later. I would prefer more co-op games, though. Like, I'm not a PvP guy. I don't have real interest in PvP. I've had enough problems with certain MMOs that have basically turned me away from really caring about competing with the public. MapleStory really killed, like, kill stealing was such a problem in MapleStory that it destroyed my ability to actually want to play MMOs with other people. I play MMOs by actually just, like, doing my own thing. Which is also why I like Guild Wars 2 and Warframe. They're games where you really can kind of do your own thing quite a lot. I got a notification on my phone. I think it was Facebook. Yeah, that's like it's PvE base is what it's called. Player versus enemy. Yeah, that's actually been more of a design choice because players are preferring to do things on their own. It's a lot like, and not only that, but you just have like the overzealous players where it's just like, you're not wearing the peak gear of this, then don't talk to me, right? And you know, like that's discouraging. Like in Guild Wars 2, I don't do raids. Raids I don't touch because if you don't have at least, if you're not running specific builds for whatever class you're on, they won't accept you. Nope, goodbye. Get lost, you're not needed. Wait a minute. Didn't I already do this one? I did do this one. Dear God.
Silver medal awarded. Survival mode unlocked. Kill all enemies before time runs out.
Oh, this one. I hate this. You almost need to use strategy on these ones. The best way to save time is to use the one-hit kills on enemies that are not going to die. So you basically want to save ranged weapons for the combo guys. They can get really tight. No! The problems with windowed mode. I just clicked the X. Let me do this for a sec.
When you fight, your cursor can be anywhere. Silver dollar.
Thank you. That has an autosave, so... Not this one, though. Look at that resolution.
Kill all enemies before time runs out.
Alright, here we go.
Cannot use skills.
I get it, I get it, I get it. Take two. was really hoping to get a ranged guy. Got it.
Platinum medal awarded.
That a hit too. That was pretty good. All right, let's go this way. There's an ability this way, so we can get that. Oh, come on. First guy.
Stage reset.
So what are you up to now, Molotov? What you doing?
Victory. Gold medal awarded.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream this for. I just kind of threw it in as something random to just kind of fill it in, so it wasn't just gonna be gunfire and crosscode this week. Because I don't want to start any major stuff, because my, you know, I'm gonna, after Christmas, I'm gonna be trying to get into some other stuff like cross-stitching and stuff, and the first pattern is really gonna be you know, like the test. Like, I don't know how many days I should dedicate to it, how much time I should dedicate to it. So I don't want to start another, like, RPG and have 2 RPGs going and...
Weapons. Out to sea. Able to look at the blue and glass below multi-hit enemies.
Yeah, I asked both Min and eBay what character they wanted me to tell them about. eBay asked me, and I said I needed her to be specific because I can talk about any of them. And Min asked me about the warrior, which is interesting because she never talked about the warrior previously. Oh yeah, that's, yeah, IRL stuff. Yeah, that's always good. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Like, that's what the cross-stitching is going to be, is it's going to be, like, IRL hand stuff. You know, what I do see some people do until they can get a dual cam setup is that they work on it while chatting with the stream, and then they just frequently take pictures. Right? They frequently take pictures and upload it. And then just add it to OBS or whatever stream service they're using to just show people the progress each step of the way. Yeah, it's actually interesting that Min picked the warrior because the warrior wasn't on her radar earlier, or when I first asked her what her favorite knight was, because she said Judge and Monster were her favorites. But so it was kind of interesting when she picked. Yep. It's kind of interesting when she picked the warrior. But I gave her basically just as a detailed, summarized background. Oh, knocked the eye out. Why are there so many enemies? I just realized, like, there's over 100 enemies in this. We gotta make sure, Molotov, that, I don't know when her stream is going to start, sadly. We should probably ask her. But eBay's gonna be streaming again. She had to take, like, just over a week off. It'd be really great if we showed up to support her. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. And probably also significantly less expensive because you don't have to pay an artist to make something for you first. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Enemies before time runs out. Speed around.
Yeah. I like how that's your priority is more outfits. Maybe one day too you can get a full body, unless you want to incorporate the half body into your lore.
What you need to press in order to defeat multi-hit enemies.
Well, it depends, like, what kind of equipment are we talking about here? Like, I may have spent a lot of money on mine, but eBay spent like, I think she said she got a $40 mic and a $20 webcam or something like that.
Victory! Platinum medal awarded.
Like, I spent quite a... Oh, that's the... Like, you don't... No, you don't need to... You don't need to do anything... I don't have anything for arms and legs. Like, that is so far down the line. You don't need to do any of that. Like, I'm 2D. You know? Come on, model. Like, that's, like... If you want to do that, like, consider doing that, like, a year or two down the line. Like, don't even worry about that. Let's worry on the base, like, any basic stuff you want to consider first. Like, arm and leg tracking, like, worry about that in a long time in the future. It's so insignificant right now. Don't get convinced that that's necessary to do anything. I don't even care about getting that stuff. I'm perfectly fine the way I am now. Hell, every other character right now is just like, I don't plan to even rig any of the other characters. Like, I showed you the dragon, and she's just gonna stay as a PNG. That's all she's gonna be.
Round one. Round two. Round three. Last round.
There we go.
Gold medal awarded.
Yeah, I was the same. The thing is, to me, is, as I mentioned in your stream the other day, I don't really watch anime. I didn't want to be an anime character. I actually resonate more with cartoons. So I was trying to find an illustrator that had a more cartoonish art style that didn't look like it came from a bad Flash game. And Min's stood up. Like, just watching the on Fiverr, just watching the trailer for her trailer video, it's just like, oh my god, it was so amazing. Oh yeah, that's also rare. Definitely rare. The problem is, though, she's admitted to me before that it causes her to work very very slowly, so she doesn't have a lot of time to do other things. Like, she told me that she really wanted to try and draw the dragon in her own style, but she doesn't have time to do it. Like, I can guarantee you, based on when we got our models, yours is probably right after mine, and the moment mine finished, she was already on yours and didn't stop until she gave it to you. But when I say full body, though, like, my character's full body. It doesn't mean I can map the arms and legs, but it does mean I have arms and legs, and you can have Min add in like motions for them. Like my scepter, for example, holding up my scepter, that's just a button press. Like that's what I mean by full body. No. There is like they're starting to work on 2D tracking, but like no. Like and you know, having arms and legs would work with that. But no, it's just generally it's just yeah, like I'll show you like this is my character. Right? Like I can't move the legs or anything, but like I don't have a motion for the legs or for the left arm, but you know.
Light up all enemies for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I have a full body. I knew going into it that I wanted a full body. Obviously, it was more expensive, but hey, Red, you're back.
Gold medal awarded.
Perfect. Next level.
Kill all enemies before
Oh, a time limit one again.
speed around.
All right, let's do this. That at least freezes time. Got it. No, you just came back when I was actually in a good spot. Oh yeah, genies, that's actually kind of funny. It's actually funny when like I'm watching Molotov stream and she like adjusts her posture and the bottom of her model just comes up and you just see you see it's just a floating torso with arms and no hands. I find that a little funny. Yeah, you missed my humiliating defeats earlier, Red. Don't worry. Master.
Round 3.
I don't know how I'm still alive, but let's keep doing this. Yeah, Molotov, she streams over on Twitch. She's about just as new as I am, though. She literally made her model and started streaming.
Victory. Gold medal awarded. Round. This stage introduces yellow enemies. Look at the red and blue bar. These bars. To defeat this yellow enemy, you must press red, red, blue. Yellow enemies will be red, red, blue. Right side or blue, blue, red. Left side. You don't have to memorize their patterns. Colored bars below multi-hit enemies. Show exactly what it is.
There we go.
Gold medal awarded.
Yeah, and then when she joins full body, she can actually throw Molotovs. That's something you should. I would love to see you get Min to do. Is like when you get, you know, actual hands and stuff. You you get her to add a Molotov cocktail to your hand, like holding one.
Gold medal awarded.
Like it's already your offline screen on Twitch. Like, why not just keep the brand going?
Survival round. Test your skill and earn mastery points. Survival rounds reward you with a victory, no matter what.
Come on. I want to see how high I can get in the survival. I've only gotten hit once. Did I just throw a fish? I'm getting achievements on the bottom there. That bar at the bottom with the yellow text, those were achievements that pop. Now, the Steam, they won't pop for Steam until after I close the game. There we go. One second, I'm gonna just check something here. Oops. Alright. Blind survival mode. Let's get 500 kills in survival mode here. Actually, you know what? No, let's unlock more powers first in levels. Well, I removed one of the stipulations earlier on Molotov, which was perfect levels, because I was trying to farm for them. But I gave up, I gave up on that one because trying to perfect them would have been annoying. But the other one is just simply when I completely lose a level, I think I get +3. But I could increase that one. I'd probably already be at cap at this point, my 50 cap. Oh yeah, object breaking one. This is fun. Now, I don't know, Molotov, you are a mod, so I don't know if you can post links. I haven't had the time to check into the chatbot yet. So I get the smallest feeling you might have been timed out. There's a health bar, but it also depends on the level you're playing. Some of the levels only have like a 1 hit, some have 5, some have 10. It depends on the type of There we go.
Silver medal awarded. Round. This stage has more agendas. You don't have to memorize the patterns. Look at the red and blue bars below them. These colored bars will show you exactly what you need to press, starting from the top down.
I know, I believe I don't know if I have stuff set up for links or not, but I hope I do. I don't particularly want like random people posting links and stuff. Now, I don't know if it's a link, like I can't click on it, but it's at least text. Yeah, go ahead. you know. By the way, I find it funny, Molotov, but you don't actually have to refer to me as King. King is Omni King is just the title that my character has, sort of like the Traveler, the Warrior. But like those characters don't actually refer to themselves as such. It's just the title they have from the reincarnation. So you can just call me Daimien. You don't have to call me King. I don't mind it. I'm just saying you don't have to. There we go. Yeah, King is more formal. No. I like if you actually look at like my Twitter and my YouTube, you notice that I don't actually use the term King. I only use King on certain sites. Mostly because I thought Daimien Kamiya would be taken. But yeah, like it's not like I'm not actually like it's the reason why it's Omni King, to break down my lore, is not because I'm a king, but because my power is willpower. And it's the idea of the will of the king sort of thing. Right? Technically speaking, I'm a god, not a king. But it's the nature of the power that oh geez, yeah, good luck there, Red. It's the nature of the power that I decided to name it a king. Like, in all honesty, the title idea came much later. The powers came first. Which is why, like, and even then, some of them changed. The judge used to be called the priest. The seer used to be called the psychic. As a matter of fact, I'm the only one out of the dragon and the knights that isn't connected to royalty. Because I'm just your average ordinary guy. All of them were either from royalty, nobility, some sense of royalty, nobility, or related to it now through various circumstances. I do not like the speed this is going at. There we go. The lore is actually not in the debut itself. The lore is just personal information about me. There's actually a separate lore stream, though, that goes over more of the basic lore. You know what? I'll actually post it in chat, just to make it easier to find. Everyone, I pinned it. So that's the video to the lore stream. My lore goes beyond one character, I'll tell you that. That lore stream talks about 17 characters in total. But it only goes a little bit in depth on me. The other characters are only graced upon, as their information will come when they show up on stream themselves.
Victory. Platinum medal awarded.
I see what I want. I see what I want. I see what I want. There's a power I had previously that I think I just noticed it on the map, and I want to try and get it. Did you watch any further in that video, Molotov, to, like, learn about the Guardians? Learning about the 7 Guardians on top of the others. Yeah. The Guardians are interesting characters, because unlike the Knights and the Dragon and the King that, all of us reincarnated, the Guardians never did. The Guardians have been there since the beginning. So, us, we have all this power that the power we have ended up kind of adapting to who we were, which is like how the Traveler is like who she is, the kind of person she is. The world around her invoked how she decided to use her powers. But the Guardians were always there, so, they kind of learned whether they had to kind of learn whether to or to not use their powers.
Silver
Yeah, and that was the one thing I was desperately trying to do. Because when you have so many characters, you need to ensure that they're different, that they don't, like, they can share some similarities so they can get along as like friends, but you don't want them to overlap too much, or what, you don't really have like 10 characters or something. And that's where the backstories come in, because you can't have 10 characters unless they're different. Well, why are they different? What about them makes them different from each other? Well, maybe where they're from, or, their cultures, stuff like that. Well, and then I looked at their powers, and I kind of worked in reverse. Well, it's like, well, if this is, the Traveler's power, how does she have that power? Why does she have that power? What happens in her world that causes her to need that power? And while I told you some of that stuff, there's actually details I didn't tell you to keep some aspects of it a surprise. But I did leave clues in what I told you. I will tell you though, it might be a spoiler for you as well, Red. But within the knights, or within several of the characters, patricide shows up more than once. It does indeed show up more than once. Off the top of my head, at least 4 people kill one parent. At least one parent. And that's just off the top of my head. Oh no, 5. I just realized there's 5. But they're all under different circumstances, too. I'm getting lazy here. What's going on? Oh, excuse me. I just got saved. And I whiffed it. It's almost like angels sing out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones. Part of me can't really see what's going on. There's so much, like, color. Oh boy. That one actually kind of felt exhausting.
Your next attack will freeze the enemies on one side.
Frozen enemies are considered dead. Their frozen bodies are left behind for you to shatter during the fight. I'll take that. The interesting thing, though, is there's a lot of people I know in real life that are actually I reference in the in some of these characters' backstories as kind of an homage for, you know, being in my life. However, only positive influences are referenced. If someone was negative enough for me to think that it's worth turning them into a villain, then they don't deserve to be in the plot. It creates two different issues. One issue is that it, you know, it makes a private situation public. And second, it really does kind of ruin any possible chance of reconciliation when they're classified as a villain in your story.
Gold medal awarded. Platinum medal awarded.
That one was very simple. Mob round again.
Destroy him.
Ooh, jeez. I can still attack him. That was great.
Your enemy is strong. Mob round.
Yeah. There we go.
Gold medal awarded.
Perfect.
Unlock.
Yes, deep impact.
Your next attack will wipe the screen of enemies.
Oh, it's so good.
Your next attack will freeze it.
Can I choose that, please?
Retro film round.
What the hell?
Be able to see the color of your enemies in retro
Oh.
film rounds. Look at the red and blue bars below the multi-hit enemies. These bars will show you exactly what to press in order to destroy them.
Yeah, there we go.
Three daggers.
I remember Molotov the other day. You were asking if Twitch can raid YouTube. Technically, not officially. Like, you could always just send people to the stream like that. There's nothing against that, provided that the individual receiving the raid doesn't mind.
Victory.
But once YouTube gets raiding as a feature, I guarantee you someone will probably make an add-on that will allow the cross rating. I don't know how long it would take to develop though, but someone would probably make it. It's just YouTube just doesn't have a rating feature at the time frame as of now. 2022 is when they plan to add it. Yeah, you know, like, I'm only speculating. Like, once both websites if I just theorize that once both websites have the features, someone will make an add-on that will allow it to happen. That's just a theory, though. It's entirely speculation.
Round one.
Like, Google and Amazon are not particularly friendly, at least not when it comes to YouTube versus Twitch. 3 incredibly popular Twitch streamers were removed from the Twitch recap because they decided to switch to YouTube this year.
Round three. Last round.
Too early on that one. There we go.
Gold medal awarded.
One thing I like that YouTube has that Twitch doesn't have is there's an application called live TL. So basically it can serve two features. One feature is that it can highlight moderators when they speak in chat, but the primary feature behind it was so that when watching the stream of, say, a Japanese VTuber, someone in chat can type live translations of what they're saying, and it filters them out so people can read them, so it's not all thrown and messed around up in chat. If you want to watch any VTubers that speak a language you don't understand, I highly recommend it. And then you just have to kind of hope there's a live TL in the chat, but... It's usually more of the popular streamers that have it. Or just streamers that have very dedicated people. Get an impossible combo? What the hell's an impossible combo?
Hit enemies into objects to break them. Smash round.
There we go.
Gold medal awarded. Boss round.
Oh, a boss round. With the drunken fist. There we go.
Silver medal awarded.
I just love this game because it's just so, like, you can get this on your phone, by the way. Though, in all honesty, I recommend spending the couple bucks to get this, the second one, because you actually buy it. The original is, like, apparently really littered with ads and stuff. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. The only problem is it causes me to severely focus, so I get distracted from like talking or looking at chat. Oh, another survival round.
mastery points. Survival rounds reward you with a victory, no matter what.
I don't really particularly care sticking around in this.
Victory. Bob round.
There we go, perfect. Oh god. There we go. Beautiful.
Silver medal awarded.
Another boss round. Again, Drunken Fist. Got him. Perfect.
Gold medal awarded.
Mob round. What a way to start. Oh, and by the way, Molotov, we discovered the other day when eBay got timed out that if you get timed out, you might be able to still type in emojis. And through that, she was able to basically message me mail and a blue bird to tell me to look at Twitter DMs so I could see what she was actually typing to me. So there, you know, there's an idea. Perfect. Oh, I said that when eBay discovered that, well, we kind of discovered together, because she got timed out by accident, and she realized that she could still type in chat with emojis. So she used the emojis to convey for me to look at Twitter by using a mail and a blue, like a letter, and the blue bird. And then she was able to tell me, that she was timed out. Yeah, I do want to ask eBay, or not, sorry, eBay. Oh, God, I'm getting my people mixed up. Molotov. You know, reading Michelle's story, what did you think of the, oh, come on, model. There we go. What did you think of the quote that she learned from her papa? I worked sort of hard on to getting that to rhyme, but I'm very proud of, like, the message it represents within her character. Like, representing the kind of person that she is. When you activate your next brawl fight, will be 25% slower than normal. That's not bad. I don't care to use it, but, you know, definitely not bad. Oh, wow. That like worked out well. Are you busy or something right now, Molotov? Like you're doing something else? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm really interested, like, because I don't think I've actually really told anyone else what that credo that her papa told her was. So I'm actually curious as to what your opinion on it is, without revealing the actual credo in chat. I thought it really kind of symbolized the type of person I wanted her to be. The thing that her papa taught her. I mentioned the quote in the backstory I told you. I made sure I put it in quotes, so if you need to find it again, you should be able to find it by looking for quotes. There we go. No, I made it up. I made it up on the spot, but I felt like it fit the aesthetic of the character. It didn't used to include the middle line, but I added the middle line so it contained more of a flow. It wasn't kind of like a beginning and end statement. Oops. Yeah, I was proud with the wording too.
Silver medal awarded.
I was not all of them kind of like, it's actually interesting. A lot of them, like some of them, like for example, without getting into detail in the story, I think the Seer was the last character that had a really big overhaul to her plot, mostly because she didn't really have one. I had a very small, like, back of the DVD style plot for her, and then I just hit this idea, and I'm like, that's brilliant. And it brought back an old idea, parts of an old idea I once had for her. I'm kind of giving spoilers as to things about the Traveler, but it's nothing really concrete.
Your enemy is mob round.
Yeah. Besides, I don't even know when the Traveler will debut. My idea, I had this pattern, but the pattern's changing, so after the dragon, I'm gonna judge it based off of, like, the collective of you guys. And then, hopefully, I might have a decent enough follower base by that point that they can pick the next one. And then I'd kind of do it like that. Where, I'd kind of let the viewers pick the next one. This one, is not good. Oh, come on. Yeah, I just need followers for the follower participation part. But like I said, I'm hoping January will help with that. I'm hoping the content I can actually start doing in January will be good. And the perk of being my really awesome good friend, Molotov, is that you get to maybe sound test some stuff for me. So as such, you'll get to hear about things, you'll get to see and hear things before they come out.
Platinum medal awarded. New skill unlocked. Deflects one hit from any gray enemy.
Like, I actually plan, once I get enough followers, for them to, you know, have some choice on games, or, you know, like, hey, I'm interested in maybe playing one of these 4 games. Which one do you want to see me play, kind of thing. Like, that's why I get, like, kind of annoyed with, like, the follower for follower posts. Like, I want friends, so you follow each other, but then you never talk to each other. And it's like they're not, like, and all they're doing is following me on Twitter, too. Like, they're not even following my actual content. So, I don't know how to feel about those posts. YouTube has it too, but you have to reach a certain threshold, and you only have up to 5 options. Oh god.
Silver medal awarded. New skill
Yeah, you just gotta kind of find the right people.
restores 1 health. Kill all enemies before speed around.
Oh, 5 seconds left. Perfect.
Gold medal awarded.
Yeah, I've never been a very public person, which is why Twitter's so hard for me to get used to using. Like, I got social media to watch. I didn't really get social media to take part. And to me, it's like, I'm the kind of person where it's like, if I don't really have anything to say, I don't say anything. Right? Like, so that's why, like, it's hard for me to make pointless posts. Perfect.
Silver medal awarded.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I see the use in Twitter. Like, I kind of gave up on Reddit, but I'll probably go back to Reddit when it comes to posting, like, non-live streaming content. we're talking about like the usefulness of like our not familiarity with social media. Or at least, like, my non-familiarity with social media. There we go.
Silver medal awarded.
No, like, I see use in Twitter. It's just trying to get the attention on Twitter. That's the hard part. And also trying to get people to actually click on your stuff. Alright, I see one more power-up. I'm gonna go for that, and then I'm probably gonna call it a stream. Alright, see you later, Molotov. I'll swing by your stream once mine's done. I only got a few levels before I'm gonna sign off. Perfect.
Bronze medal awarded.
Like, I can post a link, people will like the tweet, they'll retweet the tweet, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna click on the link. And I feel like that's part of the problem. It's like, hey guys, come check out my live stream. You know, like, retweet, but then they never show up. And my statistics prove to me that no one shows up. Yeah, like, I'm gonna try and improve, get a bit better, but it's a process. I'm really kind of hoping that my additional content in January is gonna help me out too. Like once I plan to use like the cross-stitching streams to market kind of like market my character. Or market my streams, I should say, not character.
Victory! Gold medal awarded.
Because, like, I plan to do stuff that's gonna be, like, it's gonna basically be art of other people's stuff. You need to restart this one. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. Like, pretty much the only people that attend my streams that, you know, anyways, that chat are you, Molotov, and eBay when she gets the opportunity to swing by. I also plan to collab with eBay in January. Hopefully that goes through. She's having personal issues, so... Now, I also understand that sometimes people can't watch streams. Like, you know, oh, you're on the toilet at work. Obviously, you're not going to really be able to tune into a tweet, but you might like it. You might retweet it. Yeah, but I'm just hoping my secondary content is going to really help. Right? Like, in all honesty, like a lot of VTubers and stuff are really just streamers. They just stream. That's all they do. I want to make additional content beyond simply just streaming. I got close on that one. So it's spelled I-B, or I-B-E is her name. And she is, yeah, she's also another, her model was also made by Min. That's how I met both Min and Molotov, was their tweets got retweeted by Min, and I just kind of messaged them and showed up and stuff. Showed up in their streams. That was kind of my intention from the beginning when VTubing, was that I wanted to kind of be close to, like, I wanted to kind of have a VTuber family, so to speak. Which is why I'm super happy that, you know, like, I picked Min as an illustrator, because she's fantastic. Oh, come on. I had 2 left! I had 2 left! There we go. Yeah. But the thing is, like, to me, like, not to insult anyone, but to me, anyone can stream. Anyone can get OBS, pop up the screen, and play a game on stream. Anyone can do that. But, like, so I don't want to be anyone. I want to go beyond that. I want to make content that isn't just playing a game online with people watching. I'm doing that now, but like work's so busy, I just don't have the time right now to work on other projects. But I have been, I have had commissions in place. While I wasn't able to work, I paid people to make the assets I was going to need for it. So now all I need to do is make this stuff when the time's right, or like once Christmas is over, basically. Yeah. These lightning storm ones are so annoying to me. Oh, there you go. I didn't know where that one was gonna go. Weapon rain. I don't really know what that entails. Oh my god, that would be so powerful. Turn all the enemies gray after 30 kills. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. Let's go back to this. There we go. Let's let chat catch back up because it loves to lag like this. Nope, almost there. Takes 2 steps. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for swinging by, Red. And I'll see. If you want, you can swing by Molotov's stream soon. Should probably be starting maybe either soon or maybe at 9ish. Or in 20 minutes, I should say. To eliminate time zones. But yeah, thanks for swinging by. This was fun. Like, I didn't know how this game was gonna go. But I definitely, enjoyed playing it just to, like, kind of have some fun and to throw up a third random game in there. Like, because the remainder of the week, it's going to be, I think it's Crosscode tomorrow, Gunfire on Wednesday, Crosscode on Thursday, Gunfire on Friday, and then I'm not streaming on both Saturday and Sunday. So, it's kind of nice to have a game mixed in here. Look out, Red, for a small compilation I'm gonna post onto YouTube soon, which is a death compilation from the Crosscode stream the other day, where I got absolutely apoplectically furious. A lot of swearing, a lot of rage, a lot of desk banging. Look out for that. All right, this is Daimien Kamiya, Omni King. I will see everyone later.